Tourism in Egypt. Egypt has a mild climate, amazing tourist diversity and a long history that has thrown its banks on the nature of its monuments scattered throughout the country, making tourism in Egypt a unique experience that offers the tourist aspects of knowledge of the dazzling ancient history on the one hand, and entertainment aspects on the other. Tourism in Egypt is also an attraction for beach, medical and religious tourism, and is one of the cheapest tourist countries in the world. At the level of tourism diversity, tourism in Egypt includes various forms, which makes Egypt's different tourist cities meet the tastes of all tourists of all kinds. So if you are determined to travel to Egypt and tourism in Egypt, here is a short tour through which we get to know the best tourist places in Egypt, and you should visit at least one of them. The most important tourist cities of Egypt. The antiquities of Egypt and its tourist areas are spread throughout the country, but there are about 7 cities that are the most attractive and famous among tourists, due to their overcrowding with dozens of archaeological and tourist places, or because they enjoy a beautiful and distinctive coastal nature. So during the following lines we will urgently address the most important tourist cities of Egypt and the best tourist places in different cities of Egypt. The most important landmarks of the city of Cairo. Egyptian Museum. Egyptian Museum. Egyptian Museum in Tahrir Square. If you like to see the pharaonic monuments of Egypt on nature away from images and television content, here is the Egyptian Museum in Tahrir, which includes about 150,000 artifacts that review the life of royal families and ancient pharaonic gods, in addition to artifacts that reflect the Greek and Roman civilizations divided into different halls on 2 floors. A floor for heavy monuments such as sarcophagi, murals, and huge statues, and the second for manuscripts, pictures, and statues of small size. Cairo Tower. The tallest building in Cairo since 1961 reaches a height of approximately 187 meters in the form of the famous lotus flower. Through the 15-story Cairo Tower, you can enjoy a panoramic view of Cairo and its various tourist attractions as if you were in its heart with one glance, with the taking of wonderful photographs. Then have your lunch in the circular restaurant located on the 14th floor. Then have a delicious hot or cold drink in the cafeteria located on the last floor. Citadel of Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi, Citadel of the Mountain. Egypt Tourism. Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi Castle. Take a great tour of Cairo and don't miss a visit to Salah al-Din Castle, built during the Crusades in 1183 AD. Located on top of a high mountain, Mokattam Mountain, the castle has its own location that provides tourists with a wonderful view of all over Cairo. The mountain castle has always played an important role in the political life of Egypt at different stages of history, but now it plays an equally important role. It is one of the most important tourist attractions in Egypt in general and in Cairo in particular, and is among the most popular historical sites. It is included in all organized tours to visit the capital of Egypt. Khan al-Khalili. Egypt Tourism. Khan al-Khalili. One of the most famous and oldest markets in Egypt and the world, as it dates back to 6 centuries ago in the sale of souvenirs and handicrafts such as textile and leather crafts, copper, silver, and gold artifacts through small shops adjacent to the form of traditional antique markets. Tourism in Egypt. Sharm el-Sheikh. Sharm el-Sheikh is one of the most famous tourist areas in Egypt and the most beautiful tourist resorts in the world, where it provides its visitors with everything you need for vacation and relaxation, as it is one of the best places in the world for snorkeling, diving, and various other water sports. The city also includes a wonderful desert and popular and traditional markets, and abounds in luxury hotels, resorts, and restaurants eastern and western. Ras Mohammed Reserve was established in 1989. where it is considered one of the most important reserves in Egypt, and the southern part of the reserve is one of the 10 best places in the world for diving and diving to explore sea creatures, and the Ras Mohammed Reserve contains many types of plants and diverse trees, and the most prominent of these trees are Hittite mangroves. These trees grow in salt water and desalinate seawater. Some foxes, bird species, reptiles, and many other animals are also prevalent. Hurghada. Hurghada City. Hurghada has booked an important tourist place when tourism in Egypt, where Hurghada contains a lot of tourist places with charming and picturesque landscapes, in addition to many hotels in Hurghada and its resorts that impress visitors, where there are 4-star hotels in Hurghada and 5-star hotels in Hurghada, all of which provide the best hotel services to all visitors. Alexandria. The tourist cities of Egypt vary greatly, as the city of Alexandria is one of the most beautiful cities in Egypt that impress visitors and stay in it for several days when traveling to Egypt, and the city of Alexandria in the ancient era was the capital of Egypt and was called the Bride of the Mediterranean, and was built by Alexander the Great, so it was named after Alexandria in his memory.